Hello, everyone. Welcome to Beneath the Hollow Moon, where the folklore burns slow and the strange never fades. I'm Kerrilynn Shellhorn, and I'm here with my partner in high strangeness, Lorilei Potvin, and you are listening to us live on the United Public Radio Network and the UFO Paranormal Radio Network, 105.3 in the Gulf Coast and 107.7 FM in New Orleans. You can check all of the shows and hosts out at uprntalkradio.com. Find out more about all of the shows that we have to offer, the network has to offer. There is something for everyone. It's not all high strangeness and paranormal, and there are thousands of archived shows for you to access for your listening enjoyment. Tonight, Lorilei and I are counting down the 12 nights of high strangeness. So we are. I'm quite excited about it.
And we are live on TikTok.
Fabulous. Hello, TikTok.
We're back finally. Hi, TikTok. Oh, I forgot to hit the go live. I knew I always forget something. Not the go live. We are live, but I mean the live chat is what I meant. So
gotcha.
Yes.
Yeah, gotcha.
So,
are you buried in snow up there in Thunder Bay?
No, but the coldness hit yesterday. It's pretty cold, and I was outside tonight before we went live, and it's winter's here.
Yeah, it cooled off a lot today here.
Are you buried in snow?
Not buried. We have some, not buried though. Enough to know that it's happening. That winter.
I'm really bad though. I normally have my Halloween decorations down. I don't. And I haven't got my Christmas up yet. Now the snow's here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to put my lights into the ground and stuff, but
you wrap them around the Halloween. It can be a double dose. My granddaughter's all about that, right? We have a little bit of the Halloween creepy in with the holiday creepy.
Well, I've been 3D printing up a storm. I've got so many Grinchy things I did, and then now I saw some really cool stuff with ghosties for Christmas. So I think that's the next thing I'm going to start doing, kind of creepier, ghosty, Christmassy type stuff.
Mm-hmm. Love it.
Mm-hmm. So should we say hi to everyone?
Yeah, let's do that.
I'm just checking it out here over on TikTok. People are popping in. Oh, I don't want to. Why is TikTok changing things? Now it's saying split view makes it easier to multitask. Well, I'm glad that you think so. I'm telling you, TikTok or not TikTok, I should say StreamYard. I'm getting mixed up here. The two of them, StreamYard should just leave things the way they were. They were good.
Patsy Foister is asking if the bear is still around, Lorilei.
You read my mind. I was going to say that. No, I started to, and then I got distracted. I have major squirrel brain this week, so you said you do too. So just forgive me. The bear, as soon as we got the first bigger snow, it disappeared. So I checked the community group on Facebook because it's a pretty large neighborhood, and people are all saying now that the bear is asleep, which means it is somewhere asleep, hibernating in our close vicinity. So I am very concerned actually in the spring when it wakes up, because bears are very hungry when they wake up, obviously. So that should be interesting. But I named him actually Clarence. I don't know why. So his name is Clarence. So hopefully he finds whatever he needs and he moves on, and it'll be a better bear year in the spring. We'll see.
We'll all put our intention. If all of us are going to put our intention that the bear needs to move on, we're going to project our thoughts to the bear and lovingly encourage him for the next few months. We'll all put our energy into it and see if we can make it happen.
He did not hurt anybody, as I talked about it incessantly, because I ran into him quite closely many times. He was just hungry. I understand that. I didn't want anything bad to happen to that bear. I just wanted to move on where he's safe and he has lots to eat and he's away from humans.
Yes. All of that good stuff.
All that good stuff. So
there was a lot of bear attacks in BC. There was some in Ontario this year. And school children.
Yeah, less than an hour away. That's why we were concerned. A black bear, lady gardening in the garden, her husband was having a nap on the couch. Had he not been home, she wouldn't have been here with us today. She was seriously, really badly injured. Like you said, children, a lot of people were getting attacked. That's why we were concerned. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Let's say.
Oh, I'm sorry. Astrolight Paranormal. I left you hanging there. So hi, Victoria,
And
Steve,
Sam.
and Maria, Kathy. Hello.
And then we got the
Wiz is in the house.
Yeah.
Hello, James. Patsy Forster, hello.
Hi.
Thank you for asking about the bear.
Okay, so Angel, I think this is you because I seen Julie saying hi. I could be wrong, but I had an angel on my show on Monday night. So that if it's you, and I think it may be, he was very intriguing. And I told him after the show that people were saying, I've never had them say this before, can we just keep going and not start the next show after?
Yeah, they're saying yes, it's me.
Hi, Angel. That he was so intriguing. The stuff he was talking about, I had major squirrel brain that night too, because I was like, oh my gosh, I have so many questions, including, and I know we're going to talk about this, but very quickly, and I need to dig deeper into this. And Angel is coming on in the new year, you guys, I think at the end of March. He was talking about that he had been attacked by a pew-pew, somebody using a pew-pew. We're on YouTube and TikTok, so we have to be careful with that language. And with what was with him, and he does many spiritual things and things like that, that the actual injurious projectile, we will say, was stopped at his hand.
A Matrix moment.
There you go. There you go. So I need to know more about that. Definitely.
A Matrix moment.
Yes.
There is no spoon.
There you go. There is no spoon.
Julie Jean Bassett, thank you for being here and hanging out with us.
Yes, thank you. We'll give her a huge shout out quickly that it's this weekend, right, Julie? Beginner Animal Communication course coming up this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And she's an incredible animal communicator, animal healer. She's worked with my animals. You've worked with her. Many people in the chat have. So you guys check her out. She's a pet medium, human medium, shamanic practitioner, animal things at juliejeanbassett.com, and Whitetail Shamanic Healing for the sorry, I can't even talk, shamanic practitioner. So the reason why I saw Angel, because I saw it when Julie's thing came up and said, hi, Angel. Okay, hang on. I'm going through. Everybody's saying hi to Angel, which is nice. Thank you. You guys are always so nice to people that just pop in maybe for the first time in the audience. So thank you.
Fiona Clark, thank you so much for being here. Mish is in the house. Good day.
I was talking about you this week, Mish. It was all good, though. I promise. Mish is joining us from the future because she's in Australia. I always tell her because it's already Friday morning over there. So hang on. I'm scrolling. Everybody's talking. Oh, Angel, you said, I'm guessing, are you talking about a black bear or the winter storm? You said you had one in Alabama.
Heidi Cole, hello. Thank you so much for being here. So we did get a submission for our
Did we?
Heidi sent.
Oh, do you want to mention that? Because I've been mentioning on the Angel Rock. Do you want to do that while I get my act together here, highlighting names here? So give me a sec. Do you want to mention that?
Sure. On Christmas Day, we are going to still have a show. It's landing on a Thursday. So December 25th, we will be live from 7 to 9. We are doing the Holiday Haunt Hotline. So if you have a story that you would like to share, if you want to pop on, you don't have to come on, but if you have a story that you want to share, and we're inviting you to come on. So we will, if you email Kerrilynn's Porch at gmail.com or send Lorilei or myself a message on social media and just let us know your story and that you're interested. And we will, that night, we will kind of give you a time. We'll try to organize everybody. It is a pop in, share your story and out. Not on for the full time, but we would love to have you on and share your story and hang out with us on Christmas Day. And we are also having a special dinner.
Yes, I was just going to say that. That was your idea.
Yeah. Oh, that's okay. No. Well, I mean, it's for us to celebrate and feel connected to Justin. So
yeah, my son that passed away in January. For those of you that may not know, but join us. You don't have to have chicken nuggets and fries, but we will.
What's that?
But we will be. And we're going to be wearing jammies. So
Yep.
grab all if you got new Christmas garb to get all cozy in or whatever, join us. We're going to have fun with that. And by the way, we are still looking. If you guys have tales of the strange or the unusual or the spooky, again, same email, or you can reach out to us on social media. It's kerrylynsporch@gmail.com. It doesn't have to match what we are going through with the episode, but we usually end the end of the episode with a spooky tale. And we do have one guest that we have coming on that has definitely been through the strange and unusual most of his life.
I'm so excited they agreed to come on.
I knew they would.
We're trying to organize some surprises for you guys, some surprise guests and pop-ins and hellos. So it will be fun.
It will be.
Erin Allender Cuthbert, she was the winner of yesterday's 12 Days of Giving.
You should tell them about that too. Do you want to share that?
Thank you so much for being here. On Facebook, on social media, I do this thing. This is my 8th year. Doing this. It's called the 12 Days of Giving. So the first 12 days of December, I'm giving things away. I have special offers. Yesterday was 2 spots for a Victorian seance with a modern twist at my home. Yeah. But I know some of it's in person and people are far and can't. So there's a pretty good balance of things that you will be able to participate in as well too. So you can follow along. I saw somebody mentioning my hat. So thank you, Leslie. If you follow the 12 Days of Giving, I got a different weird hat every day. So,
but you can't see, we were saying before we went live, I've got antlers and you've got the cutest little elf feet.
Yeah. Hello, Leslie.
There we go. Oh, we got Lee. Lisa pops in every now and then.
Lisa Martinello, thank you for being here.
Hi, nice to see you. I'm going through here. You guys are changing your name. You know what it is? It's not you. It's YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah, so your names all look different on here.
YouTube makes it confusing.
So I love your green. Oh, I think she's talking to you. Maybe green Christmas hat, Leslie. She's talking about, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Denny here.
Hi, Jenny. Thanks so much for being here.
Yes, powerful moon tonight. You are absolutely right. We debated, but we had already had this picked out because we usually try to do moon type things around the full moon.
Yeah.
So Julie's course indeed is this week. And you guys, I've taken the course. I've taken Julie's animal chakra course. I totally say go for it. You know what? You're going to meet some wonderful people. You don't have to be quote unquote psychic. I believe we're all intuitive, and I think it's our birthright to be able to learn how to communicate with animals. So if you ever felt that inkling, check it out. Let's see. Oh, Heidi's saying, still haven't made it home from my doc appointment. Stopped off at Burlington's. Driving and listening. I don't have it's Burlington Coat Factory in the US, I think, right? And they have the bestest stuff I see people show on YouTube. So everybody's going probably a bear with Angel. Where are we going? Oh, Erin says she was so excited for the Victorian seance.
Good. It's a lot of fun. We do it in this room. It's where it's all happening.
Hi, Anita.
Hello. How are you? It's nice for you to be here. Thank you so much.
Oh, you got a photo of the full moon last night, Mish? Let's keep going. Oh, Michelle Wilfong. Oh, great, Mish. Thank you. You guys, I'm going to highlight her and say thank you always to everyone that's here. She is my mod over on TikTok. So she's over on TikTok. She is incredible at what she does for the channel over there. So thank you. I was telling Kerrilynn, I didn't get your reaction. I found out why we got kicked off, Mish. It was in the middle of October, and I couldn't check because every time I would check to see if they'd allow me to go back on, I got a restriction. They'd start the 30 days over. So I decided I was saving it till tonight, and it worked. We're in there with my little software I use. But the reason why we were kicked off, are you guys ready for this? And I told Kerrilynn, I didn't know if I should be upset or flattered. But we were kicked off almost through our show the last time we were on TikTok because apparently we didn't meet the age requirement for being 13 and over. I appealed it, and they said still we couldn't see the date, your birth date. I even sent them stuff like an appeal, but you're open to appeal it again. All they had to do was open the video. Yeah. Oh, you kid.
Wow.
Well, I thought it was because maybe they had said because it said something about an age restriction, and I always mark it for 18 and over, right? Just to be safe always.
Yeah.
And then I looked at it remember I told you before we went live, I was fooling around on TikTok, seeing if there's another way I could get a stream key. And that was why we got kicked off, because we're not, we apparently are not over the age of 13.
Kirby's 100. Thank you so much.
Hi. I'll pop over to TikTok just to see who's over there. Oh, Michelle, you're so sweet over there. Oh, I forgot to mention, you guys. How could I? Michelle has an amazing TikTok channel of her own, My Haunted Apartment. She shares all kinds of footage of her haunted apartment. So please check her out on TikTok too. So yes, so that was my big thing, that apparently we're not over 13.
That cracks me out. That's awesome.
I knew you probably didn't have time to listen to that message, but I left you a voice
Oh my
message.
gosh. So that manifesting is working. Putting the cream on and telling it what I'm wanting it to do.
And I always say, the older I get, the younger I look. That's what I tell myself in the mirror with the cream.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's working, I guess. It's working. So where do you want to start tonight?
Are we all caught up?
We are. We're all caught up.
Okay. Do you want me to read our 12 Nights of Christmas, or 12 Nights of High Strangeness? Sorry. 12 Nights of High Strangeness. We're going to read a poem, folks.
It's a good one. Kerrilynn found it.
Get ready. Get ready. On the first night of high strangeness, when snow began to creep, a Krampus cracked his birch rod while the children tried to sleep. On the second night of high strangeness, beneath the aurora's glow, Grilla stirred her midnight pot, and the Yule lads danced in snow. On the third night of high strangeness, the hearth fire flickered thin. Ghost stories on Christmas Eve, let all the dead step in. On the fourth night of high strangeness, claws padded, soft and flat. Eyes like twin green comets stalked, beware the Yule cat. On the fifth night of high strangeness, bells rang a crooked rhyme. Mary Lloyd, pale horse skull, grinned at your door at wassail time. On the sixth night of high strangeness, the sky sang cold and bright. A silver disk on Christmas Eve rewrote the northern light. On the seventh night of high strangeness, tracks crossed the drifted road, too long, too wide, too heavy, a cryptid in the snow. On the eighth night of high strangeness, the gift wrapped softly tore. A cursed Christmas present sighed, you shouldn't want me anymore. On the ninth night of high strangeness, the house was tucked in tight, but something knocked on every wall, just out of human sight. On the ninth night of high strangeness, the carol slipped off key, shadows sang the harmony in 3s and 13s, off beat, off free. On the 11th night of high strangeness, the mistletoe turned black, and every mirror in the house showed someone standing at your back. On the 12th night of high strangeness, when all the worlds align, the Krampus, Grilla, Yule Cat 2 joined hands in crooked time. The Yule lads pranked, the ghosts all drank, the saucers swooped down low. Mary Lloyd laughed through bone-white teeth while cryptids danced in snow. And somewhere, in the gift-wrapped pile, a haunted trinket softly smiled. 12 nights of weird midwinter cheer. Until next year, we'll meet right here.
That was awesome. That was awesome. I love it.
So we're going to do the 12 nights of high strangeness. So we just thought it'd be fun to kind of make a play off of the 12 days of Christmas, and we will talk about the things that we talked about in the poem.
I thought when I heard the white teeth with Mary Lloyd, I thought, well, that's one way to get your teeth white, I guess. Being Mary Lloyd.
Yeah. So should we start with Krampus?
Yes.
Did you start with Krampus? Okay.
We can. I got to put my glasses on to read, of course. So Patsy said applause.
Thank
So you want me to start with Krampus and then you can throw in your Krampus, or you want to start with Krampus?
You start with Krampus.
Okay.
We'll see.
So I was always under the assumption that Krampus, or as we may show you a video, Krampus, I was informed. I always thought it was from Germany, and it's not. It's from Austria. There were a few other countries listed, but somebody found me on Facebook quite a few years ago. His name's Jürgen. Very nice gentleman. I haven't talked to him in a long time, and he's into the paranormal and stuff. And I think I must have been talking about Krampus on one of my shows, because he messaged me and he said, he calls me Lorelei, because my name, actually, I'm not German, but my name is from the German mythology about the Lorelei's. And he said, you say it wrong. It is not Krampus. It is Krampus. And told me that they don't look at him as being evil, but I will read what I have here. It says, Alpine Folklore's Christmas Demon. Oh, actually, I got the countries right here. That's where I read it. Austria, because I went back to a voice message from him. You're going to see what I'm talking about. I've shown this video before.
Yeah, we can play the video once we do our...
Okay.
Yeah.
But I listened to the voice message, and that's how I realized, oh, it's Austria. And then with my research, I found this out. So Alpine's Folklore's Christmas Demon, Austria, Bavaria, Slovenia, Croatia, etc. Half goat, half demon, companion of St. Nicholas. Well, Nicholas rewards good children with gifts on December 5th and 6th. Krampus punishes the naughty, beating them with birch switches, stuffing them in his sack, and in older tales, dragging them off to hell. Modern... Oh God, I don't even know if I can say this word. Krampuslaufe. Krampus runs on December 5th, a mass of thousands of costumed men terrorizing towns. Roots likely are from pre-Christian, possibly tied to wild men figures or the Persephone myth cycle. So Persephone, part of the gods, and if you've heard of that before, like Hercules and so on and so forth.
And many people aren't seeing him as bad, but that he's the helper. He's good. He's just he's doling out accountability.
I already seen another movie because I'm trying to get in the Christmas spirit. So I've talked about Red One quite a bit. Actually, Grilla's in that movie. The 12 lads, her sons, are in there. Krampus is in there. It's a good movie. But I didn't cry the first time I saw this movie, but I did this year, and it's called Dear Santa, and it has Jack Black. And there's a little boy in there who has dyslexia, and he's almost 12, and he's writing a letter to Santa. Everybody kind of gives him a hard time, but he accidentally writes Dear Satan instead of Santa. But he looks like Krampus in this movie. And I won't give the ending away, but it's quite a touching ending.
Oh,
or not.
That's interesting, eh?
Mm-hmm.
So the only thing that I found different did you know that some folklore suspect Krampus may have pre-Christian roots, but the first solid written records of him do not appear until the 16th century.
Interesting. I'm just trying to find those videos for you. What did you think of the one I sent you, the guy on the roof?
I think that you've shown me that one.
No, the one from Jürgen I have, but there's another one that came up, and I don't know what I'm trying to, because you got to be so careful with AI. If you're okay, I'll show both of them.
Yeah, please do.
Okay.
I love all kinds of things about Krampus, actually. So I have all kinds of on my Christmas tree that's off to the side here. The kids have gotten me Christmas Krampus. Yeah, Krampus ornaments and.
Oh, I love it.
And the Krampus book that I was reading, or the story was, that Santa was really the bad one and stole the sack from and imprisoned Krampus. And Krampus makes his way out and doles revenge on Santa.
Oh, I love it. Oh, everybody, I'm thinking they're probably talking about Dear Santa. So Kathy said that was such a great movie, Lorilei, and Michelle Plummer said that was an awesome movie. And it really was. I seen it for the first time last year, Dear Santa. But when you see the ending, you'll know why I cried at the end. You'll know why this year. So it's a really good movie, actually, with having kids in it too. And this kid is such a sweet kid in there. He's a really good actor. So this video I'm going to show you, Jurgen sent this to me, and he's talking in it, but he's correcting my pronunciation of Krampus in here. You'll see it's not that long, but it's cute.
Yeah.
That's the real Krampus, yeah? Not Krampus, sondern Krampus, yeah? Look at them, Lorelei. That's our Austrian culture. Oh, yeah, you look evil. He looks really evil. Look at that. That's our Austrian culture. Yeah, the bad brother of Santa Claus, would you say? Yeah, awesome. Thank you. I hope you enjoy it. That's our culture. Bye. Look at me. Show me.
He's just showing off a little bit more, but I have another video, you guys. You can tell me what you think of this. I don't know what to believe. I couldn't tell. It wasn't from this year. It was from a couple years ago. It's not very long. And again, it could be completely fake, and I'm leaning towards fake. But you guys see what you think. I don't know. What do you think? Did you see it? Okay, I'll show it to you. Hang on. I got to go down a little lower. Sorry, guys. So I just had it. Did I go too far? I went too far, guys. Give me a sec here. No, I got a scary elf on the shelf one. I got all kinds of stuff here.
That's the one that I watched.
Oh, did you watch that one?
Yeah.
I was expecting something completely different with that one. That was a good one. Hang on. Okay, stop. Sorry, this one's on TikTok, so of course it's going to be slow. Okay, stop so I can get the volume going here. Just takes a minute, guys.
Hi, Sparky. So Sparky's Paranormal and Outdoor is here. I'm here listening. My wife's sick, so cooking and helping her. Oh, that's good that you're helping.
Oh,
I'm sorry that she's sick. I hope that she moves through it quickly.
Yeah, me too. Definitely. That stop anytime now. Sorry about that, guys. It's not that long, so it keeps trying to play really quick. And we'll bring it up. You guys tell me what you think. Whatever it is, anyways, it's kind of creepy. I know I'd be creeped out if I saw something like this on my neighbor's roof. Hang on. Okay, you go back so I can play.
I thought you showed me this.
On the roof? It's not a decoration. Oh my god, it looked over here. Turn off the light.
Yeah.
I'll replay it one more time. Not that long.
On the roof? It's not a decoration. Oh my god, it looked over here. Turn off the light.
I don't know. That would kind of freak me out. I don't know if it was some guy trying to freak him out or what.
But even if it's, that they staged all that, it's pretty fun.
I thought it was fun either way. Yeah, I thought it was kind of fun. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
I will say, when I had my weirdness downtown here in Guelph, I saw something on the roof. It wasn't tall though. It was about 4 foot tall, and it looked like, I don't know.
Don't leave us hanging.
Trollish. I don't know. It's definitely elemental something, like trollish. But it was like dancing. It was dancing because it was like a Saturday night. Everybody was downtown drinking, partying, music everywhere. But I saw something
So
on
it was
the
having
roof,
fun.
and it was partying along with everybody.
Was it a shadow thing though, or did it look like?
No, it looked like a
fairy?
4-foot dwarf.
Oh,
Looking elemental dwarf, but different. I don't know. It was a creature. It looked more creature-ish than human.
well, good thing it was having a good time. I wouldn't want to meet that in the dark.
No. Well, it looked. Yes, exactly. Hi, Sean Ellis.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to meet that in the dark if it wasn't having a good time.
No.
Okay, you guys, we're sorry, we're not going to spend a lot of time. We could do a show. We both said this on each one of these topics.
Well,
I think we're going to.
Like we do have some going to talk about some of them. We just thought we'd do a countdown and give you snippets, and might be review for some and preview.
Heidi has a question about your dude. Did it look as though it had clothes on?
No, it did not.
Please tell me it didn't have a schlong swinging in the wind.
No.
Good. That would have been really bad.
But, we've all seen it, so, it wouldn't have been shocking. But, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm just thinking something dancing up on the roof 4 feet.
I suppose. I don't know. Androgynous. But I'm saying I don't know.
I imagine that wouldn't be the first place I would look, or anybody else, if you see something like that on the roof that you're not
for sure drinking and dancing. Yeah,
Heidi said thank you for answering that. So where do you want to go next?
Oh, we're on to Grilla and the Yule lads.
Okay, I got it. You go with that one then, because I got to see. I got her in here somewhere, but go ahead.
So, did you know Grilla, the Icelandic ogress, is said to cook naughty children in a giant cauldron, and that in some tales she has 3 husbands and dozens of offspring?
Ooh, she's a busy lady.
Yes. Did you know there's 13 Yule lads, each with a specific prankster specialty, like spoon licker and door slammer? And in modern Iceland, they leave small gifts or rotten potatoes in children's shoes.
And then there's the sausage stealer. You know who's going to go through these? I have, oh God, why did my brain just go completely blank? I can see her in front of me. Oh God. Farla Ventura. I have her on at least every seasonal change, and she's coming on before Christmas. And she usually talks about the Yule lads, and some of them, the things they're named after, are just insane.
And I mean, these stories were really meant to scare your kids and make sure that they behaved and came in at nighttime. It was like a safety thing. And is what it was about, but just to scare them into submission and behavior and good behavior.
I forgot to do the quick, did you know? I'll do it on Krampus really quick. In 1934, did you know the Austrian government, under the fascist Dollfuss, it looks like, Dollfuss regime, no glasses, I'm looking, I've got dearer things on my head. Anyways, I'm going, where are my glasses? You can definitely tell I am over 13.
It looked like you were dancing.
A fascist Dollfuss regime officially banned Krampus cards and celebrations as degenerate paganism. Priests went house to house confiscating Krampus horns. And there's a 19th century Tyrolean tradition where Krampus would leave a single golden birch rod in the shoes of children who were almost bad, a warning that next year they were getting dragged away. That would certainly improve my behavior.
Right?
Definitely. Heidi says I'm next to the cemetery that has a vampire buried in it. That's like leaving us hanging.
I think I need to know more.
I just said that. That's like, I was starting to say, that's like leaving us hanging where you saw something on the roof about 4 feet tall.
Yeah.
So where do you want to go with that then? You got more? Do you want to talk a little bit more about Grilla or no?
Do you have more on the Yule lads?
I have more actually on the Yule cat is where I went.
I think, do we get down? Yeah, the Yule cat's coming up. So
well, I do, but I just know from previous things, they all had, like, there was really weird things, but it all seemed like, you said, the dish or pot liquor, the sausage stealer was the one that always got me. God, I seem like my brain is somewhere else tonight. I swear it isn't. It just always stuck with me because it was so ridiculous when you heard the explanations. They were all really weird stuff that had to mainly do with the kitchen, I remember, and around the house, and to cause mischief and a lot of unruly type things.
Yeah.
Oh, Carrie's here.
Oh, hi, Carrie.
Mm-hmm. Hi.
I hope you're well.
Mm-hmm. Did you have more? Did you have more in the Yule lads? No, so that like you guys can look them up. It's mainly what it is, like you said, is to try because we could have gone into so many. Like I know if there's anybody that's of Italian heritage in the chat that they have some type of witch, if I'm not mistaken. Like we could have gone into Chris Kringle versus Saint Nicholas versus like there's so many characters, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Lisa said she never heard about Krampus before.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. And they always look different. Like I'm sure your tree has some really unique ornaments on there.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jeff Belanger wrote a book. Yeah.
Yeah. He wrote the Krampus book. Well, it's about all of these like Christmas characters. Grila's in there, the Yule Cat, the Yule Lads. It's a beautiful book. It's like a keepsake book for sure. There's a red ribbon in it. And when I had him on Spirit Switchboard, he said, "Did you notice the ribbon?" And I just thought of it as a marker, but it's actually forked, like Krampus.
Yes. Okay. So that's where Varla, I'm going to grab it. That's where Varla got her, because her and Jeff are really good friends.
Yeah. With her plant book, her ribbon and where it lands.
She's got a velvet ribbon. And it's on All Enchanted Plants, you guys, and it's got same publisher, but I remember you telling me about the forked ribbon. Heard of the Keanu? I'm sure it must be a typo.
Yeah.
Julie says never heard of the Keanus before either. As we said, there is no spoon. The Matrix.
Yeah, our Keanu's lovely.
Okay, so Heidi said, I wonder why Krampus didn't take off as a tulpa, maybe, is what you meant to type, like Santa did. My bookmark, Michelle, yeah, that was a big thing where you, remember where yours did? I think mine was in Ditria or something. I gotta look. If you buy this book, the ribbon ends up in a completely different spot. It wasn't henbane. It was something with a D, I think I had. But anyways, you read the plant and stuff. There's a lot of stuff that actually relates to kind of who you are energetically. So thanks for asking.
It's like using it like a divination tool. Like it's a divination experience with the.
I'm going to type in the 12 Yule Lads right now. We'll see, because I remember a lot of them had really unusual type things. Oh, now they're finally, actually there wasn't 12, sorry, there was 13, and you had said that. Apparently these 13 I can't even begin to pronounce what they're called. It looks like Yolas Viner and are the 13 sons of Ogress Grilla and her lazy husband Lepaludi. It looks like Lepaludi.
We're all three lazy.
Yeah, so the sheep there's number 1 was the sheep coat Claude. So he had wooden legs, and he tries to suckle off the ewes in the barn, but fails because he's too stiff. So he harasses the sheep. There's the Gollygawk on December 13th, hides in ravines and sneaks into cow barns to steal milk froth straight from the buckets. And then there's Stuffer or Stubby on December 14th, abnormally short. He steals frying pans to eat the burnt crust stuck to the bottom or the stub. Oh, I'm not even going to attempt this one, but it's the spoon licker, December 15th. He's emaciated and starving looking, licks wooden spoons clean. In old days, he licked them so hard he left his teeth marks. The pot scraper. I knew a lot of this had to do with kitchen stuff. December 16th, steals leftovers by scraping unwashed pots. Oh, how gross. If the pot was washed, he'd spit in it. Oh, my goodness. Bowl licker, December 17th. I think it's Askel Sleekier or something, hides under beds waiting for someone to put down their wooden food bowl. Then he darts out, grabs it, and licks it clean. Kind of sounds like some dogs I know. It does.
That's why mine are chunky.
Yeah. They're not chunky, they're fluffy.
No, they're chunk. They are chunk.
Yeah. Then we got the sky. It's called the Skyr Gobbler, December 19th. Obsessed with skyr, which is Icelandic yogurt. Yeah, I knew there was something with yogurt. Will eat an entire family's winter supply in one sitting. And then, not even attempting this word, but it's sausage swiper. That's the one I remembered. December 20th, hides in the rafters and uses a hooked pole to steal hanging smoked sausages. The window peeper. Oh, how gross. December 21st, a full-on voyeur peers through windows looking for things to steal or just to scare children. Then there's December 23rd, the meat hook. I can't
Oh.
pronounce these words. I'm sorry, the real names. Uses a long, all of them got hooks they use. Uses a long hook to steal hanging lamb legs or entire smoked lambs from the rafters. And then the last one on December 24th is the candle stealer. The most sinister follows children, steals their tallow candles, and eats them. Tallow was made from sheep fat. Basically, he eats greasy animal candles like jerky. Ugh. There's even some rare facts if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. Until the 18th century, some Icelandic texts list up to 80 plus Yule lads with names like, I'm not even going to, the Yule cat is what they put in brackets, originally counted as the 14th lad. In 1746, a public decree in Iceland officially banned parents from using the Yule lads and Grilla to scare children because kids were being traumatized so badly they refused to sleep for weeks. Two more short ones. The modern, well, basically shorter. The modern quote unquote nice versions, bringing gifts and shoes, only started in the 1920s to 30s when a poet named Johannes Urquhart rewrote them as mischievous Santa like figures. Before that, they only harassed, stole, and terrified. Last one, some remote farms in the 19th century left food offerings outside for the lads, the way others did for trolls to stop them from breaking in. Mm-hmm.
There's a new Trolls movie out. Trolls.
Is there like a scary Trolls movie?
Well, it's not scary, really.
Oh, okay. The big news I learned today, Miley Cyrus is engaged. She apparently has been dating some guy. Well, the reason why I guess she's in the new Avatar movie and was promoting it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't either. That was my big news today from TikTok. Mm-hmm. So, what did I drop on the floor? Oh, my glasses. Like I would have found these on the floor. Okay, who's next on our list?
Christmas Eve ghost stories. Victorian Christmas Eve Victorian ghost stories.
Okay. You want to go next?
So, did you know that authors like M.R. James became famous for Christmas ghost tales, and the BBC turned his stories into a recurring TV strand, A Ghost Story for Christmas, aired on or near Christmas Eve?
I have another. Well, I'll give you a little bit of facts about it. So, a little bit of facts about, I got to go back here. Charles Dickens' The Ghost of Christmas Eve, or A Christmas Carol, 1843, when it was written. Everyone knows the story, but the high strangeness angle of it all. Dickens was deeply influenced by Victorian folklore, fairy tales, and possibly mescaline experiments. The four ghosts, Marley, plus past, present, and yet to come or future, act as a classic shamanic initiation. Scrooge dies symbolically and is reborn. Some researchers think Dickens drew from Scandinavian and Germanic wild hunt and dead returning traditions. The book single-handedly reinvented Christmas as we know it. And there is one interesting, did you know I was going to share if that's okay?
Of course.
It says Dickens originally wanted to title the novella, so the Christmas Carol, he wanted to call it The Sledgehammer, and considered having Scrooge actually die and stay dead, and his publisher talked him out of it.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why he would want to call it The Sledgehammer.
It sounds like he was imbibing in mescaline, so maybe he had something, I don't know, maybe something unusual pop up. Oh, apparently Labyrinth is a horror movie now. Lots of trolls. I never really thought of it. Thanks, Michelle. You're doing a great job on TikTok too. I never thought of it as a horror movie. It was a little creepy, but it was the eyeballs on the hands for me in Labyrinth. Wasn't it Labyrinth? Was that the one that had the eyeballs in the hand? Maybe no. I'm thinking of the one
You're thinking Pan's Labyrinth.
Thank you. Yeah, that one. I never thought of that as a horror movie, but Labyrinth? No, I would never think that was a horror movie.
Whole lot of David Bowie dancing? No.
No, definitely not. Definitely not.
No. Okay. Which night are we on now? We're on night 5?
I think 4. Are we on 4?
Night
5? Okay. Yes. Okay.
Oh, no. We're on night 4. You are right. The Yule Cat.
Yes.
Bring on the Yule Cat.
Yes, go for it. I got stuff too, so go for it. Mm-hmm.
Did you know the Yule Cat is often described as the colossal house pet of Grilla and the Yule lads, stalking the snowy countryside as part of their terrifying family ensemble? So considered the 14th, which you've shared already. And did you know that Icelandic's Yule Cat? Oh, they even spell it. There's no way that I can say it.
I can't say it either. I don't know how to say it. No.
It's said to eat anyone who hasn't received at least one new piece of clothing by Christmas Eve. So basically turning holiday socks into a survival tool.
Interesting. And for those of you who may not know who the Yule Cat is, we've kind of alluded to, Grilla and what have you. But they described it as Iceland's gigantic child-eating feline that prowls during Christmas. For some reason, I keep thinking of, if you've watched K-pop Demon Hunters, that cute little tiger kind of familiar that goes along with the demon with one of the characters. If you haven't seen the movie, have you seen the movie? Oh my God, you got to see the movie. It's so awesome. I have not seen a person yet that hasn't watched it and the soundtrack. Anyways, he has this giant cat tiger kind of demon thing that shows up, but he's not mean, and he delivers messages from the demon that's pursuing one of the trio. They're the world's best singers kind of thing, K-pop, but they're female, but they actually fight demons. That's a real job. And so they're trying to be taken out by the underworld. So this demon, I guess, boy band shows up, and the really hot lead singer is trying to take down one of their group. So he has a familiar that shows up. That's what I call it anyways. And it's this big, glowing, bluish kind of cat. And you think, oh God, that could be kind of creepy. And then it shows up, sticks its tongue out. It's kind of like a golem, and the message kind of travels out. That's what reminds me of the Yule Cat when I think of it. So back to the Yule Cat. Yes, thanks, James. We'll get to it. Thank you. So, like you said, it's a child-eating feline that prowls during Christmas. If you haven't finished your wool clothing for the family by Christmas Eve, proof you've been productive. The Yule Cat will eat you, or at least your Christmas dinner. And it's tied to medieval Icelandic work incentives during the dark wool processing season, still used today to scare kids into finishing chores. And it's often depicted as bigger than houses with glowing eyes. I wonder what kind of therapy bills they have over in Iceland.
Right?
Yeah.
When Jeff Belanger was talking about it, I envisioned the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland. When it fades away and all you see are the eyes. That's kind of what I envision in my head.
I hear you, because that's exactly, like I said, if you watch K-pop Demon Hunter and you see it, now maybe it's just me, but I think if you see the cat, and I think they call it a tiger, it does not look like a tiger to me. It looks kind of like the Cheshire Cat, but super huge and glowing and blue. By the end of the movie, he kind of seems cute. He's not super scary or anything. Mm-hmm. So there you go. So shall we do our station ID? Thank you for the reminder, Wiz.
Do we
Want me to do it?
No, yeah, no,
Okay, so if you're just tuning in, you are listening to or watching Beneath the Hollow Moon. I am joined here by my partner in High Strangeness, Kerrilynn Shellhorn, and myself. And you can listen to us on 105.3 FM on the Gulf Coast in the U.S., on Mississippi, and 107.7 FM in New Orleans FM as well. Otherwise, you guys, there's all kinds of live shows. We're always adding new shows, new hosts. We stream multiple shows daily, 7 days a week. When we're not streaming live, the archive server kicks into the last 25 plus years. We've been around with this network. I'd like to give a huge shout out to Joe Montaldo, who is the owner of this network. He has many of his own shows. And just remember, it's not always UFO and paranormal on this network. We have something literally for everybody on here. So if you like what you see, please like, share, subscribe, and tell all your friends and family. Also, we do have a website, www.uprntalkradio.com. It is being revamped. And we hear through the grapevine that there is going to be a chat room as well as potentially a merchandising store, which will be nice. And the chat room will be nice because we do broadcast every country in the world with this network, but 80% plus of our listeners, especially live, are across the pond, so they can only listen. So that way you can all join in the same space. So I think I remembered everything. Did I forget anything this time?
No.
Oh.
Can you hear the bells?
Oh.
No?
I can.
Yeah, we're good. That was great. Thank you.
Okay, so here, Heidi just said this, okay? K-pop Demon Hunter. It's a movie, actually, show, but she said show. Audrey, so that's her granddaughter. Hi, Audrey. I don't know if you're listening or not, has been talking about that, and we've never heard of it. I am telling you, the songs are addicting. Like the soundtrack, even if you don't like that kind of music, it's addicting. The movie is very realistically very empowering for women, I think, and it's got a really cool story. Mm-hmm.
I heard a radio announcer talking about it, actually, talking about the songs and how he liked it, actually. Hi, Contessa Martin. Thank you so much for being here. I know Lily has talked about it.
It's been sold for next to nothing. Nobody thought it was going to go anywhere. So I think Sony sold it to Netflix for next to nothing. And Netflix is like all time, I think, #1 streaming movie of all time. The soundtrack.
Well, we're going to whisper, pinky promise, folks, that you're not going to share. So I got Lily a hoodie with the ladies on it for Christmas.
I have a t-shirt.
Do you? So
See, Contessa said too. Thanks for sharing, Sean. And Contessa said it's a good movie. She's seen it too. Adults and kids. Like it's one of those movies everybody could enjoy. Mm-hmm. Definitely. So where are we going next?
We're night 5 on our countdown. The Mary Lloyd.
Yes. I never heard of Mary Lloyd till it was probably about a month or so ago, maybe, when I first heard it.
Oh.
So do you want me to share what I have and then you want to join in, or how do you want to do that?
Yeah, you can share.
Okay, so Mary Lloyd, and I wasn't sure how to say it originally. We were talking about this before we went live. Yeah. I actually had Google Translate because I believe it's Welsh. And it's spelled MARILWYD. And so it says Welsh in quotations gray mare, but it's actually Mary, Mary Lloyd. It's the way it was pronounced in Welsh. So Mary Lloyd is a gray mare or a horse skull on a pole decorated with ribbons and bottles for eyes, carried door to door in midwinter, especially New Year's. The Mary and her group engage in a rap battle, is the way they put it down, a rap battle in rhyme. I can't say the word. Maybe you can. PWNCO is what it's called.
I have poetic insult battle.
I like that much better. Okay. With the household. And if the house loses, they must let the creepy horse corpse, reminds me of The Godfather for some reason, in for drinks and food. Pre-Christian horse worship and wassailing and ancestor spirit visitation is still practiced in Wales today. So do you have something interesting, did you know, or anything to add to that?
I don't. It's all the same. Just that it's a rhyme duel, and I think that's
I have some did you knows. Yeah. It says in the 1840s, some Glamorgan villages used a real horse's head that had been buried for a year so the flesh would rot off, called a stinking Mary. Oh, that's gross. And then the Punko, I guess, verses sometimes got extremely obscene. One surviving 1890s transcript has the Mary threatening to go #1, we'll say, in your porridge if not let in.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Dear.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dear. Yes. Mm-hmm. There you go. Wow. Hello, Felix Fisher. Thank you for joining us.
Hi, Felix.
There you go. Hi, Felix. Hi.
It's
Okay,
nice.
where are we in our countdown? Oh, I just lost our countdown. Where did it go here? There we go.
I hope you're doing well. So, night 6, UFO on Christmas Eve.
Ooh.
Did you know that modern UFO reports often spike around Christmas, with people posting about strange lights and asking, was it Santa? Including Christmas Eve cases in Belgium, Texas, and elsewhere.
Interesting. And we did do a show on this. Was it last week? I think we did on UFOs. I was surprised how many there were around Christmas.
Yeah.
So I have on December 26th, which is the day after the first, it's 1980, the day after the first Rendlesham Forest incident over in the UK. The same RAF Bentwaters base recorded a radar track of something doing 180-degree turns at Mach 8 over the North Sea. It's still classified, they say. And then the second one I have is in the 1642 Christmas UFO over Boston, Massachusetts, described by Governor John Winthrop, was seen by hundreds and described as a great light that flamed and danced over the Charles River for hours. Wow.
Is that the one that we had? Did we have a video of that one?
I think this one was from 1642, but I think we talked about it, but we've seen stuff like that last week.
I thought it was Massachusetts, or was it? There was one in New Jersey that we had lights. Lights over New Jersey.
I had so many videos last week.
Yeah.
Okay, where are we going next? Anytime you want a video break, we can pull up the creepy. Oh, I know where we're going to pull it up. Never mind. I just remembered.
Cryptid in the Snow is where we're pulling one up.
And we're also pulling one up. I was thinking, where are we going to pull the elf on the shelf? Now I know where.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, where are we going next?
Cryptid in the Snow, night 7. Did you know that the Yeti, or abominable snowman, is rooted in Himalayan folklore, where the large, mysterious footprints in high-altitude snow have been reported by climbers and locals for decades? There is a whole Josh Gates found a track when he was there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I have a list of some that they've listed as cryptids in the snow. I just got to find out what to pass. So some winter-specific cryptids in the snow from around the world. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it's from Christmas, but like you said, the Yeti from the Himalayas, Wendigo, although it always creeps me out. I still remember 3rd episode into Supernatural, the Wendigo.
Right.
Algonquin winter starvation cannibal spirit. And that's in North America is usually where I think you hear about it the most. There's the Yukon Bushman sightings. Then there's the Norwegian Nies. I would help if I put my glasses on. The Norwegian Nise /Tomti that can turn murderous if not given porridge. Who the heck is having a porridge?
That's a whole definition of hangry.
That was perfect. Hangry. Then there's the Chinu, the Passamaquoddy / Micmac ice giant cannibal. And then recent uptick in North American Bigfoot sightings in snow. There's clear tracks in the snow. I'm trying to see because I have some did you know. I have 2 did you knows if you want.
Yeah.
1924, prospectors by Canada's Thelon River, I have no idea where that is in Canada, even though we're Canadian, claimed to have been stalked by 14-foot tall white ice giants that left no tracks because, it's making me think of Game of Thrones, white ice giants that left no tracks because they walked on all fours when close, and they were described identically to the Micmac Chinu tribes. And then the Finnish Finnish soldiers in the 1939-40 Winter War against the Soviets reported sightings of a glowing stag-sized wolf that predicted artillery strikes called the War Wolf of, Suomussalami, I think it is, maybe. That made me think of the wolf I've talked about that I saw in my house as soon as I saw that. Yeah.
Tell me the Yukon one again. I want to look it up.
Okay.
Please.
Yukon. Okay. Well, you mean the one, the ice giants? You mean?
Is it the ice giants in the Yukon?
Oh, you mean like the info I gave you? The did you know? Because I got
Did you know?
Okay.
Or the information? I'm not sure. It was
Okay, so did you know I had 1924 on Canada's Ceylon River, the ice giants that left no tracks?
Yep.
And then the finish. Now I got to go back to my did you knows here, or my other one. Hang on, give me a sec here.
I had to write down the word and I missed it.
Yeah, give me a sec. I got to go back a bit further here. I'll find it. Just give me a sec. That was the one you said, the Yukon Bushman sightings. Is that the one?
Yeah.
Mhm. That was the first I came across that. I didn't see anything like that otherwise. I was looking for videos of ice giants, you guys. I didn't really find any, but nothing. I mean, I seen ice giants, but they were so obviously AI. Like there was just no way. Mhm.
So there's a company, a small company on Etsy, home-based business, and it's called Big White Yeti, and they make candles. And I got to be their first Canadian,
Did you?
customer. And they have this candle called Mountain Man. So it's Big White Yeti Mountain Man, and it is like my favorite. It's kind of like campfire and leather and patchouli all rolled into this one candle. So that's what I was thinking of while you were.
It sounds nice.
Yeah. They have lots of fun candles, but Mountain Man is the one that I like.
I'll have to check that out. Okay, you want me to pull up the one that I found? January 7th, but is that the one on TikTok?
Yeah.
Because I have one with Bigfoot in the snow, but the problem with the one with the Bigfoot in snow, it's so hard to see. It really, really, it's really hard to see, but you can tell it's Christmas. These people, and they sent their dog out too. That's what I couldn't understand why they did. Hang on, stop. Okay, thank you. TikTok keeps wanting to play and then just keep trudging along, even though you keep hitting stop, stop, stop. Okay, hang on. Share screen, finally. So this is something, I don't know if this is real or not, but this was caught, I think is it 2005 maybe it looks like? So you guys see what you think. So it's close enough to Christmas for me. Whatever, it doesn't look like it's that tall, but holy crapola. Hang on. I'll see if I can make it a bit bigger too.
Боже мій. Що це таке? Воно дивиться сюди.
I don't know if it was a movie or what it was, making a movie in a foreign language, but it was still looked pretty real to me with the little countdown on the side. It was pretty bad.
It looks like it's going to put the star on the top of the tree.
Oh, didn't it? Like, what was that thing called? The Bumble.
Yeah.
The Bumble.
Yeah.
Sean, did you see the date on that though? That was like from January 7th. I can't tell if it's 2003 or 2005 when you see it up close. Now again, that can be faked. Yes, I know it can. Mm-hmm. We're not saying all this stuff is real. Believe me.
That's right. We are just presenting to have fun tonight.
Well, the other one I will pull up. I don't know how well because I'm not even convinced this thing's a Bigfoot. I don't know what this is. It's Christmas time. So I'll pull this guy up and you tell me what you guys think. I just couldn't believe that they sent their darn dog out there in this. I was like, seriously, dudes. I would not be sending my dog out if I didn't know what was in the yard personally myself.
No.
And then the guys, you'll hear them say, whatever the dog's name is, no, you stay right there, or something to that effect. It'd be like I'd be screaming at my dog, go, get back here.
Yes.
Okay, hang on, we'll pull it up. Okay, are you going to show up here?
On camera.
Okay,
oh my God.
Oh, I have seen this one before.
Something's behind the garage.
Oh,
you're going to
oh no.
Yeah, I've seen this one before.
Have you?
Yeah.
It's hard to see what it is, though. They're going to pull it up a bit closer at the little tower.
There,
stay here, Rep. You stay here.
Yeah, that's what he said. Stay here, Rip. You stay here.
Oh my
The
God.
dog's halfway to the Bigfoot.
Yeah, I thought that was, it's interesting.
Oh my
It's
God.
interesting.
We better get back inside.
I think he pulls it up closer for you to see. Let me look at the
Yeah.
video. Like it looks almost like a spirit to me when you look at it. Not so much there, but in the woods.
But then we get into those conversations. Is it frequency?
Yeah, like look at it. Zoomed in. Like it.
Cloaking? Those are big steps in moving
Yeah.
far quickly.
But look at I don't know. Like I can see it better on my computer than I could on my phone.
Say Merry Christmas, everyone.
Here, I think it's over now. There, it's over now, guys. So sorry. But yeah, so that was certainly a little creepy. What
I like that video though. I find it interesting.
it was interesting to say the least. Definitely, I will give you that. So where are we in our countdown? I think that was the end of the video thingies that I had downloaded because we got a lot of stuff still to talk about anyways tonight. So we are in our countdown. Where are
Carrie
we?
is sharing. I love watching these kind of videos all day. It's fascinating. I agree. That was fascinating.
We do, believe me.
Okay, so we are down to on our countdown, night 8, cursed Christmas gifts. So did you know that cursed gifts are a staple of Gothic fiction? Stories like The Monkey's Paw center on presents that granted wishes, but twist them into tragedies, turning generosity into horror. And did you know that in real world superstition, some items are considered unlucky gifts? So mirrors are said in several traditions to invite evil spirits or bad luck if given improperly. I didn't know that giving a mirror improperly. How do you give a mirror properly?
I don't know, covered maybe, warded. I don't know. Like my dad always taught me when I never knew this. I think I was living on my own and they gave me a knife for Christmas and he goes, yep. And I put a dime in there and I go, gee, thanks, Dad. He goes, don't you know this? And I go, what? And he goes, you never give a knife unless you put money in it. I don't know where he got that idea from.
I knew that with wallets.
I never heard that about a knife. Like, and he said, like, I don't continue that tradition, but and my dad is of French descent. Well, his mother's from Belgium, but
it will dissolve relationships, apparently, not putting in a knife. And shoes have a similar ability to dissolve relationships. If given shoes to someone during the holiday season, it's believed that the person who has received the gift will walk away from you.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I have a couple gifts that were apparently, not all of them, but, and again, can't be proven. But of course, they said Robert the doll. We talked about them with the haunted dolls. They're saying Annabelle the Raggedy Ann doll in 1970 was given as a Christmas gift. The Mandy doll at Quesnel Museum, Canada. 19th century Victorian mourning dolls made with human hair had been given as Christmas gifts. Then we talked about the Japanese Ichimatsu Ningingu, I think it is, that allegedly grew real human hair. Lastly, I don't believe that was the Isla or La Isla de las Muñecas near Mexico City. That was the island. It says covered in the dolls to appease a drunk girl's spirit. So I don't believe that happened at Christmas. But I do have some did you know facts about haunted toys. So in 1972, a department store in Sunderland, England, accidentally sold 12 Gollywog dolls that had been used as mourning dolls for stillborn babies.
Oh.
Parents reported their children speaking in 1920s slang overnight. Wow, that's all creepy, isn't it? And Sparky's saying it's copper or silver for a blade exchange. That was probably right, Sparky. Then that's what it's maybe where my dad got that from. And Contessa, oh my God, everybody gets socks at Christmas. Contessa, she goes, same with socks, like the shoes. Someone will walk away. Wow.
So I found.
What was that? Sorry.
I was going to say I've got more too. I'll wait for you to
Oh,
finish.
please go. Yeah, go for it.
So
That's awesome.
a lot of times it's also superstitions around mortality.
Yeah.
Especially in Asian cultures, right? So given a clock or a watch as a gift is a bad idea, though to most Westerners, it's receiving a timepiece is good. But in China, clocks are seen as an unlucky gift since they are closely related to death. Not only does the clock itself represent the quick passage of time, but the Chinese word for clock is pronounced much like the word for death. The same holds true for the word for the number 4. So gifts that come in.
I was just thinking that. Oh my God, I was just thinking that. Oh my God.
So gifts that come in multiples are never given in sets of 4 in traditional Chinese culture.
Well, that is also, but in a Japanese culture, I know because my ex-husband was Japanese. And I remember when I was pregnant with Justin, his sister was remarried and got pregnant almost at the same time. And she was having a C-section. I remember my ex-mother-in-law is no longer alive, but she was from Japan. And it was supposed to be done March the 4th. Justin was born on the 14th of March. And her mother asked her and begged her to change the date, like not to be born on the 4th because it's such an unlucky number, apparently in culture, like in Asian culture. There was something else you had said I was going to add.
Well, we had chatted about this before, but I didn't really like look up any information, but I know, like, what if you bought a piece of jewelry, like antique jewelry that had a little something attached to it as well too, right? Like there's lots of people that have had jewelry that have attachments to them. Or I know people
big time.
Brought home secondhand or like antique piece of jewelry.
Okay, so Mish is saying knives and money have always been a thing in her life over in Australia. So I'd never heard this before. And I remember telling my eldest son about this when he got his own house. I actually, maybe I did put money in there. If we look, that's what I was going to say. Thank you for this, Carrie, because it reminded me of something you said. And this something Spirit gave me years ago. And it's what we perceive becomes what we believe, and it becomes our reality. So you were talking about belief systems in one part of the world. I think it was with watches you had mentioned versus the Western world. And then Carrie said, if we look for dark meaning in everything, we would be wrecked by superstition. And she was right.
Yeah. Night 9. Keep it going.
Keep it going.
On our countdown, 12 nights of high strangeness. So night 9, knocks in the walls, poltergeists. So did you know that in 1812, Welsh case nicknamed the poltergeist that stole Christmas involved a farmer who blamed a haunting, complete with disruptive noises, for failing to send his landlord his usual holiday geese. Ooh. Did you find that story too?
Sorry?
Did you find that story too?
No, because my number 9 was a little bit different than I got from your list.
Oh dear. That's okay. We can do yours too.
No, because I have I think I had Lord of Misrule on the holiday inversion, maybe.
Oh.
Yeah. That's okay.
Saturnalia. So we can do both. We'll do both.
Okay. So do you want me to? Okay, so what I'll explain then is Lord of Misrule and holiday inversion. And it says medieval and Renaissance tradition, mainly Britain and Europe, where a peasant or lower class person was crowned Lord of Misrule or Abbot of Unreason. That's really mean, actually, because it says from December 17th, Saturnalia echoes. So you'll have to look that up if you haven't heard of Saturnalia. We could do a whole show on Saturnalia. Okay. Or from December 17th or Christmas to the 12th night. Normal social order is flipped. Servants, it's not bad that it happened. It's just, it kind of doesn't seem like a nice title as Lord of Misrule or Abbot of Unreason. But what's supposed to happen is normal social order is flipped. Servants gave orders. Mock masses were held. Men dressed as women, etc. Universities and royal courts had official appointments. it was banned by the Puritans because they considered it to be too pagan and chaotic. And I think I do have some did you knows. Do you have some more did you knows while I'm looking it up?
No. Oh, all I had was multiple historic Canadian poltergeist cases cluster in December. So reports of thrown objects, mysterious raps, noisy ghosts, and activities right in the heart of the holiday season. I personally feel that happens because everybody is thinking about their loved ones, big emotions, everyone's together. Yeah.
When my son passed away, there was obvious signs that he had been around people that knew him. He was showing up. Now he's around, but not like these were obvious things that you couldn't mistake. But I was telling you a couple days ago, I think, that Stephen Nicole, who many of you know, my cat, has been going crazy outside of his bedroom. And I have the door shut and there's nothing in there for her. So I don't know if she's picking up on the energy, what it is, but she's and like yowling at the top of her lungs about this.
Because he even did a couple things in my house.
He did. I know your house, my neighbor Carrie, like my son. Like I said, it wasn't just wanted, like missing him. Like these were obvious things he did. Yeah. Like I remember. I went right back to doing podcasting afterwards. It was a nice break. And he always wore headphones because he had severe autism, but they were earbuds and he would never change them. They're always the same. And he always kept them. I had a little, those little pill boxes people can take. It had a split in the middle and there was two of them. They were always on his bedside table. And right before I went live, I found one of his little earbuds right at the foot of the bed. Another time, I didn't even know I had this color in nail polish. There was no other way it would have ended up there. There was a brightly colored bottle of nail polish, and there's only a little space between my dresser and the bed. Just sitting there, just placed. There's no other way. Like I could have you had stuff. Carrie next door said she was taking her Christmas tree apart. She goes, I know Justin loved Christmas. She goes, he must not want me to take the Christmas tree down because my son used to play with her younger son. And she said she saw the tree skirt and she was taking ornaments off and she turned to put them away. And she came back. She said, sitting right in the middle is this bright, shiny dime right on top of the tree skirt. Things like that.
Okay.
So our loved ones do join us during the holidays on special times in particular. And
my grandma will leave white feathers on the stove.
Oh, really?
Specifically on the stove. Even if I'm cooking, if I turn my back and come back, it's a white feather on the stove.
You know it's her, right? Aw, that's so beautiful. I love that. I do have some did you knows for Lord of Misrule.
Okay.
So at Lincoln's Inn, put your glasses on more so you can read. At Lincoln's Inn, it says in brackets, one of London's ancient law colleges. The official title is still King of Christmas. I like that better than the other title. And the student elected must legally rule the college for 24 hours on December 28th. This tradition remained unbroken still to this day since 1433. And then the other one is in 1637, a Puritan writer claimed the Scottish Abbot of Reason once ordered the entire town of Aberdeen, Scotland to walk backwards for a day. That would be funny. Oh my gosh, that would be hilarious.
That is funny.
That would be fun to do. Definitely. Okay, so what's next on the list, girl?
So I have twisted carols. What do you have?
I went with the list you gave me, so you're gonna have to go with that one then, because I don't have. I have. We did holiday tulpas, right? Did we do holiday tulpas and thought forms? I got from your list, and then the 12th night portal, and then let me see what else. There was something else in here. I think that's only. I had Christmas and New Year as a portal to see the future.
Oh, so were we gonna show the video of the elf?
Yes, because I was going there because the empty dining room chair. This is the list you gave me a couple days ago. So
right.
So I had the empty dining room chair. So that's okay. I think Twisted Carols is an important one here. So throw them in there. Go ahead. Go for it.
Oh, so yeah, I went off script, sorry. But
That's
that
okay.
just means that we're gonna do extra. So you got a little bit of
You
something,
got
something extra, and I got a
extra.
little bit of something, something
Yes.
extra.
I love it. Love it. Love it. Mhm. Okay. Twisted
Full
Carol.
moon. It's full moon energy for sure. Full moon
I
energy
love it.
in Gemini. So we're
You know
gonna.
what I say, you guys? I say this all the time. I look forward to I love my other show too, but I look forward to this every week because I get to spend 2 hours with you having nothing but fun and everybody in the chat. So we're just having fun.
Yes. Yes. And it's me that went off the rails. So
But that's okay then. We got more. We got more info to
So
share.
I did Twisted Carol. So did you know that some beloved Christmas songs have surprisingly dark backstories? One carol
Ooh.
traces to a hymn about the massacre of children, and another was
Oh.
popularized by the German party.
Okay. Okay, gotcha. hmm Starts with an N.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, that.
Mhm.
Did you know that there's an entire subculture curating creepy Christmas carols and wintertide playlists, haunted hymns, and minor key reworks designed to make your holiday soundtrack deliciously unsettling?
Well, I was looking for a song because I posted our banner for tonight in my stories, and I ended up picking the 12 Days of Yule. And I don't know if it seems like it was an AI generated song, but it wasn't really bad, but it had some mischief and all kinds of stuff in it. So I could see that happening. Mhm.
I always thought the Charlie Brown song was kind of sad. There's one in Charlie Brown where the kids start singing and it just sounds
Oh, I remember that as a little girl. Oh, that
yeah.
just at your heartstrings. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
It was one.
Definitely.
And so so what are we're on 10, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
wherever you want to go. Yeah. I had the empty chair still.
Yep. So
And
let's talk about the empty chair. I always leave a chair out or set a table setting for my loved ones.
well, we're doing that kind of Christmas night, and that was good that you did that because I don't think we don't do really big Christmas dinner. Usually my eldest son has Christmas Eve, and then my mother-in-law and my partner and I usually just go out somewhere for dinner. Nobody has to cook, right? Just go out and have a nice dinner. Mhm.
Yeah.
So I have for the empty chair glasses again, Laura, so you can read. Um, it's a widespread European custom, but I think it's around the world too, depending on, what your customs and
Yeah.
beliefs are. But especially in Eastern Europe, Italy, Poland, and Portugal, of leaving an empty chair in place setting at the Christmas Eve dinner, Wiglia in Poland for the wandering stranger, the poor, or the dead. The other thing I do want to share just came to mind, and I'll finish this last little bit. There is a thing, I haven't seen it anymore. I think it's in one of my old emails, and it's called a mom for Christmas, or you could be a dad. And it has to do with the LGBTQ community for anybody who maybe has been disowned by their family. And you write a letter of love to somebody. Basically, you adopt them, not physically, but
Yeah.
as a letter. And then you set the table. I am telling you, I challenge anybody, if you look that up, to read that and not have your heart touched and be in tears. But I think the importance of it is honoring maybe people less fortunate, or mainly the people we love. And the last part I was going to read, it says, in some families, explicitly for deceased relatives who may return as spirits this one night of the year, ties to ancestor worship and belief that the dead visit during winter solstice. I don't know if I believe in that. I think it's more or less, because I will tell you, ever since my son died, I have a candle, not a real candle, but it's got a timer on it. So as soon as you turn it on, it stays lit for 8 hours. I always make sure that there's batteries, and it's always in the window. So you know, there's a light in the window to come home.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think I have some did you knows. Let me see.
So Sparky is sharing family does come back for holidays or important things of our lives, like my EVP of people running down my hall, talking and banging at my daughter's wedding. That's
Oh,
pretty cool. Thank you. Don't forget the thumbs up. Thank you so much. And subscribe. Contessa is sharing. Yes, we do that from both the Portuguese and
Yeah.
the Polish sides. And Sparky is sharing. I normally put out a full plate for those that have passed,
Mhm.
friends and
Yeah, I think it's important. I do have some did you knows. So, in some Polish Highlander, it says Goral, maybe families, the empty place setting is turned face down and a black cloth is draped over the chair, explicitly so the dead relative can sit without being seen by the living.
I'm sorry, Felix. 'Cause you're
Oh, taking your shoes back. And then the other one is Portuguese families in the Azores sometimes leave a lit candle on the empty chair that is never allowed to go out until dawn. If it does, someone in the family will die that year. It's a bit
Oh,
weird, but
Felix, what if you put could a coin go in it?
yeah, I think can't you put a coin in that?
Gold or silver?
And I think it's if you believe in that, because I'll tell you, there's some shoes over the years that I've gotten, like that, especially like basketball leather high tops or something over the years as a teenager. There's no way I would send those things back.
I'm just thinking that I got gifted shoes once
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then walked away.
Oh, so Contessa says, yes, you did that. I am Azorian. So with the candle being placed on the tree. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, I think it's again what you perceive becomes what you believe and it becomes your reality. So if you believe that, then we guess make it so, right? So
Yeah.
if someone really wants the shoes, sorry, go ahead.
Sparky was sharing important for anyone doing this, leaving a drink out, food out for those in spirit. You must throw it out or put it in the ground. Do not let anyone eat or drink left. Anything that is left out for those meant in spirit.
Okay. So where are we on our list? We're doing pretty good, you know.
We've been staying right on time. I know. We're doing really well.
Because we were going to try and split this, you guys, like 6 and 6, but we ran out of all the subjects you wanted to talk about, so we squeezed it in. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay,
so on 9/11, I have mistletoe and mirrors, but I know that I went off the rails. So,
well, share. Go ahead, share.
Mm-hmm. So, did you know that mistletoe was sacred to Celtic Druids and later linked to the Norse god Balder? Whose death by a mistletoe weapon turned the plant into a symbol of both doom and peace, eventually morphing into our kiss for goodwill custom. Have you ever been kissed underneath the mistletoe?
Yes. Yes.
I have not. Did you know that mirrors have long been treated as spirit gateways? Yes, we do.
We know
Many
that.
traditions say that they can trap souls or show what shouldn't be there. And breaking one famously brings 7 years of bad luck or even attracts vengeful spirits. I don't believe that.
But I did when I did it because I was a teenager. And I remember I never perseverated on it, but I would remember every time something went wrong. And it's because I broke that mirror.
I just get along with my day.
I don't believe it anymore. I have since broken a mirror, but as a teenager, right? Especially if your parents believed in that kind of stuff and told you that. Same as the old saying, has nothing to do with Christmas, but if don't you ever remember hearing if you swallowed watermelon seeds that they grow in your stomach and you'd start growing watermelons?
No.
No, I've heard or gum, same thing, gum. Not watermelons that wouldn't grow, but it would never go away. That's actually true in a way. People, that has happened to people in surgery.
What? No, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Sparky, you're triggering so Sparky was sharing ceremony for Druids is to harvest mistletoe with a golden blade, and it's caught in a virgin white cloth as it fell. So isn't there a story about mistletoe of a young girl needing to go get medicine or something like that, and she didn't have shoes, and her or is that something else? Am I
I don't know.
mixing up my stories? And her feet were cut. And so the following year where her feet bled is where the plants grew. And that is the story of.
Oh, actually, I think I have heard that story. Something to that effect. You're right. Wasn't that with Holly, though? Like with the red
Is it
berries?
Holly? Mm.
Yeah.
I said I might be mixing it up because,
So Contessa says, so she's right there with me. She said, I remember I broke a mirror when I was young and it freaked me out for weeks.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is very later on in Jude, but that is why that is where the story came
Yep.
from. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then, so the only thing I think I have left on my list.
What did you have for 11?
I think so. Number 11, I had holiday tulpas and thought forms.
Oh, which is where we can do our. I am sorry that I went off the rails. Where we can do our elf video.
We would have ran out of stuff.
No, we can do our elf video.
Okay, so for holiday tulpas and thought forms, glasses, Laura. I keep thinking I got glasses on my head with these antlers. Okay, so holiday tulpas and thought forms. There's a theory that entities like Santa Claus, Krampus, and even the modern quote-unquote Slender Man are modern tulpas. Beliefs, beings brought into existence by collective belief. Victorian occultists, and it's in brackets Theosophy and Golden Dawn, believe Christmas amplifies thought forms because of worldwide focused emotion. Some claim the winter solstice energy, coupled with mass belief, creates temporary egregores that can manifest physically. For example, people swearing they saw Santa's sleigh. And I do have some did you knows. I've just got that it's labeled as holiday tulpas. So in 1936, a British theosophist group in Glastonbury. Well, Glastonbury is kind of a magical, energetic place in itself. Attempted to, quote unquote, charge a thought form of Father Christmas during a Christmas Eve ritual. Multiple witnesses, including a local policeman, claimed to see a red-robed figure with a white beard walking across the frozen lake that night. And then there's another one. We go back to Iceland again. Iceland's national TV once aired a 2004 experiment asking the entire country to visualize a specific elf on Christmas Eve. Hundreds of unrelated people later described the same entity in detail.
Oh, that's interesting.
Ooh, too bad we weren't doing the show Christmas Eve. We could try that ourselves because that reminds me of Art Bell. Like Art Bell did that with rain. I remember there's a show on rain in Texas, right? I'm pulling up our alpha as we're talking. Yeah, I meant that. Too bad nobody caught it on video because that would be so incredible, don't you think?
Agreed.
Okay,
so our 12th night. While you're pulling up, just while you're looking
go for it.
So the 12th night, so the liminal 12th night, did you know that 12th night, it's actually January 5th in many traditions, used to be a huge blowout feast of fools with the Lord of Misrule presiding over. And then seen as an oracle. That's where I was going. So the 12th night used as a portal or an oracle. So did you know historically 12th night was seen as the true end of Christmas and the liminal point where decorations had to come down. But people using Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and New Year's Eve as portals for divination for the upcoming year. So seeing your future beloved. In Central and Eastern European folklore, Christmas Eve is treated as a magically charged night for love divination. There is hope for me yet, folks. One widespread charm says that a young woman can see her future beloved by setting a silent supper. So for two, no forks. And by sitting before a candlelight mirror at midnight and watching for a figure to appear behind her. Folklorists note that Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve are specifically named as these nights when a maiden can conjure up and see her future beloved.
Ooh. I have two did you knows, or do you have more?
I have There was one about on New Year's Eve, cutting your apple to read the star-shaped core for luck.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, so I have in 18th century Cornwall, people believe that exactly midnight on the 12th night, fruit trees walked from one orchard to another, and farmers would fire shotguns into apple trees to quote unquote pin them in place. Interesting. The other one is the last documented British 12th night riot occurred in 1878 in St. Ives when mummers refused to stop guising after epiphany. Police had to be called from Penzance. So there you. I forget what mummers are. You know what those are. I know you've mentioned it before, haven't you? I forget. Do you guys remember in the chat? Because we talked about this.
We did.
What are mummers? I'm going to write this down. Because I remember talking about.
It up.
Hang on, I just did. Yeah, I'm looking it up.
Performers who traditionally wear costumes and masks to visit homes.
You were quicker.
Or participate in parades.
Okay, you guys. We had a story, but we might run out of time. But do you want me to share the elf video or?
Yeah, let's do the elf video.
Okay, let's pull it forward.
We can share this story another time.
We got lots. Yeah, we'll just save it if you have to for next week, right? Okay, let's start it right at the beginning.
What the fuck? Y'all need to stop doing this elf on a shelf crap. I have watched this clip like 20 times and I can't figure it out. I have no idea what I just saw. This mother's son was recording the elf to catch it move or whatever the case, and he caught this. All right. If anybody has any explanation, please put it in the comments.
Yeah, so what'd you think of that?
That was weird.
I thought it was weird too. And I couldn't see it at first until, because I saw the flash and I kept looking at the elf, going back and forth thinking, okay, what's this got to do with the elf on the shelf? It didn't have anything to do with the elf on the shelf. There was just this brilliant flash. And then when they slowed it down, it looks like a child spirit or something.
Well, we don't really know what's on the, like, from the other angle or what other, light sources or.
I agree. It was just
things, but it's weird.
Because the thing is, if I'd actually seen something with an elf on the shelf actually moving, I would be very sus, because I have seen the most incredible elf on the shelf videos people have done or things they have done for their kids. Like, they just are mind-blowing, some of this stuff.
Well, I think the ones that we played last week or the week before with the Cabbage Patch dolls moving, that was weird with batteries in it.
That went viral, that video with that Cabbage Patch near the haunted doll.
Yeah. Yeah, moving with no. So then, do you think that the spirit that was in the haunted doll was trying to get into the Cabbage Patch doll, or just moving the Cabbage Patch doll to freak everybody out? And the more freaked out they got, the bigger the energy got.
I see number two, that it wasn't necessarily trying to get into the doll. It just knew, I think, that people would notice this big bright doll with no batteries or anything, and then feeding off of the fear and the freaking outedness. Yeah.
The light was interesting, Sparky, for sure. The first flash was interesting.
Like I say, and when we show you these videos and we find them, it right away, and I know you're going to agree with me, I got a gazillion questions. Like, if I could talk to these people, I got a ton of questions. So we're just showing you what we know or what we've seen, and we're not saying they're real or not. You guys get
sharing to have a conversation.
Yeah, because like I say, in all reality, and I know this on air, off air, we would have so many questions if we could
Mhm.
talk to the people that took the pictures. Like,
Yeah.
I got a lot of questions about that last one.
Yeah.
Like, what made you think to look more at the video? Like, what part of the frame? How did you know to catch that? Like, I got a lot of questions. Right?
That's funny.
Mhm.
Who do you have coming on the show on Monday?
I have. How about you tell me what you got on tomorrow night? Because I think I looked it up. Oh, I know who I got. I got Kerrilynn Iadarola from Ethereal
Oh,
Adventures coming on. I knew I didn't have to look because I remembered. So she's coming on Monday, 6 p.m. on the Eastern Standards.
do you
6
know
p.m.
what you guys are going to talk about?
I have no idea, but you never know with Caroline and I because we both like. I shouldn't say. I don't like the word conspiracy theory. I like truth seeking. So we may talk about that. We talk about the weird, the strange. No idea. Not worried about it at all. I'll touch base with her on the weekend and it'll be a surprise. So who's going to be on your show?
You and I are going to be on her show.
Yep.
On the 19th.
And we have been asked to be on another show that's not on this network. I have not got a confirmation yet. I will follow that up probably this weekend. But it's kind of nice, we said, that we're getting to do shows together.
I'm liking that.
Yes.
I'm liking it. So tomorrow I have Brian Baker of Superstitious Times, and he is an author out of Toronto. His book Eerie Whispers is out. I think it debuted. It's his first book, came out in October, and it is all about Canada's reluctant relationship with its paranormal history. So he's got all kinds of paranormal stories, and you know how Canada is has this reluctant relationship with paranormal and paranormal stories. So
interesting.
He was on The Outer Realm with Michelle in October as well too. So, you know, if you enjoyed that conversation, please come back, and I encourage people to come tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Eastern, 6:10 p.m. Eastern. So,
and speaking of The Outer Realm, that's who's going to be on right after us at starting about 9:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Second night.
Yeah, we all appreciate Michelle. She does so much for us.
We sure do.
Can I drop a bomb? Good. So I did a pre-record yesterday for December 26th. So on Boxing Day, Spirit Switchboard will be a pre-record show, which the last one I did was Jeff Belanger, like our first year of doing it. And so I was able to do a pre-record with Troy Taylor and talking about his new book that just came out, The Man from Beyond. So it's Houdini Amongst the Spirits. And it's all about Houdini and spiritualism. And
it sounds so cool.
It's seances. It's about everything that I love. I love Houdini, love seances, love the beginning of spiritualism.
Did you say he was one of your bucket list guests? I think I seen the post.
Was. Yes. Yeah. He was. He was a bucket list guest, and anyway, it just all worked out, and I was so excited. It was a great conversation. So I'm going to hang out in the chat though on Boxing Day, and I will watch it along with you guys. And
he's a new guest. Like it's not like it's a repeat. You just pre-recorded it.
We pre-recorded it yesterday. Yeah, we pre-recorded it. So I'm very excited about that show for Boxing Day. Shall I take us out?
Please do. Yeah.
All righty. So don't forget, folks, send your true tales of the weird and unexplainable to Kerrilynn's porch at gmail.com, or message Lorilei or I through our socials. Your story could be the next one that we share on air. So Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern on the United Public Radio Network and the UFO Paranormal Radio Network, 105.3 in the Gulf Coast and 107.7 FM in New Orleans. And until next time, keep your Christmas lights twinkling and your protections up, and remember, don't follow the whispers.
And don't forget, if you got a Christmas spooky thingy that you want to join us for a few minutes on Christmas night, or you don't have to come on air, just even send it in. Same email, kerrylynsporch@gmail.com, or you can reach out to us on social media. Thanks everyone.
Thanks everybody in the chat.
Have a good one. Stay tuned for Michelle.